Hi everybody, it's Willow, and I'm back again to share another project. First, I'd like to share, I haven't been around for a little while, and as some of you may or may not know, a few years ago I lost one of my sons in the military, and I've been kind of struggling with that off and on since. Over the last 3 weeks or so, I've had a serious bout of depression, and I'm just working through it. So, I've been working on a project here and there when I can, but it's going very slowly. So what I thought I'd do today is not show you the whole journal. I just want to show a couple of things to you and show you how you can do this too. So this project was made with a kit, a digital kit. I believe it's called Treasures from the Sea by Studio 28E. Sherry over there has some amazing kits that you really want to check out. What I've done here is combined her kit with some things that I've been learning from, again, Bohemian Crafting here on YouTube. If you haven't checked them out, please do so. The digital kit will have a link below to Studio 28E shop on Etsy, where you can get this kit and so many others. So anyway, this is the cover. It is leather. I've included a die cut here. When you open it up, I do have pockets, 2 pockets, one on each side for the tags. I have not put those in yet. Here's another die cut featuring one of the photos from the kit. As you go through here, there's lots of pockets, lots of die cuts. Again, another picture from the kit. And as you open it up, you come to this page here. This was so much fun and so very cool for me to do. What I've done here is, I guess, waterfall journaling cards. And they're held down by this tag with a little flag there that I've used as a tuck, basically, to keep these, to keep these in. And up here, I have a little tab that I've used, again, to hold these down. And you flip them up and, you can write on either side of them for some additional journaling space. Up here, again, I've included a die cut and one of the pictures from the kit. I've really enjoyed using these tabs. These are die cut, and I've layered a couple on each the bottom and the top, and then just used a brad to hold it together. And in this case, it's holding down this, which is some writing space here and here, some more writing space. This is a tuck where I've included another page from the kit. And the inside, this just slides up into here. And you could also include a couple more tags because it's deep enough there. Then it folds down, and again, this little tab slides over it to keep it closed. I thought I would show you how to create these, first of all. And as I say that, I realized that I did not bring this punch in with me, but I will show you where and when I would use it. Here's just another quick peek through it, some of the other things here. I've got these pages. This is for a TN type insert that I've also created. You just slide the pages underneath. Belly band, lots and lots of pockets. Here's another pocket, another page from the kit. Here we've got a deep pocket, and again, this is from the kit, and the first time I saw it, I thought, oh my god, that'd make an amazing set of tags. So there you go, just a tag booklet. It says, the sea, once it casts its spell, holds one in its net of wonder forever. And that was by Jacques Cousteau. Again, that slides into the pocket. Here, I've used my envelope punch in quite a few places to do tabs. For instance, this journaling card made out of a manila folder. It slips back into the pocket. There's 2 pockets here. Here, I've used this as a tuck spot for a tag that is, again, part of the kit. Here I've got, this is a Tim Holtz die, the ledger board or something like that. I can't remember the name of the die. If I find it, I'll add it to the links below. But this one is another poem. This is by Robert Louis Stevenson, and I've just slid it in here. The back you can use for journaling. Another pocket. I've used magnets to close this one. On this side, we've got some tags going this way. This is an amazingly cool pocket. Here, you've got your pocket, and I've used those coin envelope closers, you know, just wind the string around. I think that the twine is a little fat. I may change that out. You open it up, and you've got a pocket that goes this way, and a journaling space here. But then, you flip it up here, and you've got even more space, and this again is the pocket. So it's a double pocket. This envelope itself was made with a die. Another picture from the kit, more journaling space. We're venturing into unfinished territory here. This is another tag that I just slid in there. It also needs to be inked and the corners rounded. Really enjoyed the file tabs, again with your envelope punch. I have a We Are Memory Keepers, and it's awesome. So here's the back of the journal. Again, it all folds back up like this. And I have not figured out my closure as of yet. But what I wanted to show you how to do was this waterfall, these waterfall journaling cards. I'm going to push that aside for a moment. I have another journal that I'm currently working on. This one is Tim Holtz papers, and right now I really do not remember the name of the pad, the collection. But it's this memorandum, that's it. There are some fabulous papers in here that are mostly a collage, and I have been using this envelope base. This one here I have not finished yet. You'll see it's largely unfinished at this point. It's just the envelope base, but I wanted to show you something cool. This is something I was working on here. Get all my little bits and pieces out. So instead of your typical binding here, I've used brads. And the brads punch through all of the envelopes. And then what you see here, these are nail head brads that I thought were so cool. And then on the back, the ends poke through, but I've covered them here with a heavy piece of cardstock. And it's just an amazingly easy way, if you don't have a lot of papers, to bind a journal. What I'm also going to add to this is down here, I'm going to add, not grommets, I'm going to add the eyelets. And I'm going to add one signature in there of coffee dyed paper as additional journaling space. In here, I'm going to have lots of pockets and lots of other journaling spaces. I'm trying out so many different techniques like die cutting acetate, and I will be also using some of my embossing folders and also some of my embossing inks and embossing powder. Okay, so anyway, on one of these pages, and I believe I wanted to do it on, okay, so I've lost the page. Hang on a second. Right here. That one's not in yet. So what I'm going to do, and maybe we'll just do this out of it. What we're going to do is figure out if this is our page and we want them to come down this way. We need to get a size, for our journaling cards. And also we need to figure out how far we want in between them. So this is how I did it. On this one I measured, and then I took approximately a 1/2 inch off. But on this one, I don't think I want them to be that big. I still want to see, some of the Tim Holtz paper, just because it is so incredibly cool. So what I'm going to do is measure my page, and this is at 5.5 by roughly 8.5, 5.5 by 8.5. And if I were to go to the center of this, I would be about here. So I'm going to go over 1.5 inches on either side. And then I'm going to figure out, you know, about what we're looking at here. So let's go 3 by 5, I believe. 5. We'll see how big these were. These were 3 by 3.5. And I think that would actually be a nice size for this one. So I'm going to cut those the same. And I'm going to be making them out of the same thing that I used in here, which is manila file folder divider. And I can get several out of this. I'm going to probably want maybe 8 on the page altogether. So I'm going to cut 3.5 by 3. Obviously your dimensions may vary. This is just what looks good to me. Hang on here. This is not... I want them a little bit bigger than this. Okay, that's more like it. Okay. Now it's important that you have them all be exactly the same size, obviously, as you flip through. I mean, that creates your nice waterfall line, you know, see down here. So what I want to do is figure out, you know, where I want them going this way. So I'm thinking I probably want... I want them every 1/2 inch or so going down the page. And I do not have... I'm going to grab a pencil really quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so if I start at roughly 2 inches and go down every inch, making a little mark on my paper here. Okay, may not be able to fit this bottom one in because basically I don't want it to go past the bottom, right? So I take my card, I go in here, I'm going to turn them this way. And I'm going to... I need to score these. So before I score them, I'm going to round the edges, which is the punch that I did not bring in with me. You want to make this, I've got this punch called an X punch, and it does corner rounding, and it also does the inverted. I really enjoy that. It makes these corners very cool. You don't have to use your die cuts or anything. So basically, let's pretend that I rounded the corners on this already. I'm going to bring my scoreboard and I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch. And that's because I want to create the fold here. I have to have something that sticks down to the page. So this is on 10. I'm going to make a hinge for it at 1/2 inch. So from there, I really enjoy inking my edges. Especially since this is going to be incredibly grungy, the new journal that I'm working on, I definitely want to ink the edges. So just do a quick go around. I'm using Vintage Photo. This is a sponge from a nail brush. It's the kind that's got kind of like sandpaper on the outside. And I ink all the way around. And then I have my first ready to go. And then I would put that in, flip it up, put the next one on the next line, and down the page. What I will do in this one is I will make along the side, you know, maybe like here, something to keep them down. If you layer them like this, you will need something that keeps them down. This one actually will hold if I wanted to keep just that there, but I kind of felt like these were coming up a bit, so I also wanted to use, you know, something on this one. And I don't know what I've done with my tag now, but the tag that I have in there works very nicely at keeping that section down, and also it's cute. Oh, here it is. Yeah, all I've done is taken a flag that I punched. There's 2 layers here. This is a card from the kit, and it slides up in here and over. So now none of them are coming up. It's important so that your journal doesn't get too bulky. If these were all opening all the time, it would be adding quite a bit of bulk. So that is all of the project share that I wanted to do today. I will bring you this completed journal when I have it done. I really kind of fell in love with this style. This is all made with envelopes, and then of course the leather cover. I have not worked out again the closure for it yet. This one will be similar, but I do not believe I'm going to use the leather on this one. And at this point, I'm thinking of tying it with twine through here. Put an eyelet in here, maybe double eyelets, and wrap it around. This one will not be incredibly fat. I only made, I believe, a 1/2 inch spine on it. So, and again, it's all made with envelopes. There will be quite a few fold out portions once I get it, you know, a little further. And I will bring this one to you when I am finished with it. Thanks so much for watching. Again, I apologize for being away for so long. But you know, I have those moments. So I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for your comments and subscribing. If you've enjoyed my video, please give it a thumbs up and click the notification button. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. Thanks so much. See you again soon. Bye.